All right, welcome to this weekend. It's a Friday and it's a breaking news. The Peace Movement Party of Nigeria has challenged the decision of the court to give a suit for the registration of ADC, that the suit that is submitted was not well dealt with. So the court on itself reversed itself and asked that the registration of ADC should be put on hold. So as it stands now, ADC stands being on hold. Peter.
Well, I'm glad I've been justified because I said this thing some few days ago when a court asked INEC to deregister other Labour Party and others. I said it shouldn't be hooray for anybody. Now today is ADA, tomorrow it could be NDC. I didn't take a long time before it happened. So for me, am I surprised? Honestly, I am not. This Nigerian political space, anything is possible. And our court is a court that you can go and acquire judgments, whether rightly or wrongly. Because I find it funny. This is a case that's being adjudicated by the same court. And this PMP, they felt that NDC use their logo. What you should do, you should go and appeal the case.
When the judgment was given, right?
But it didn't appeal the case. It went back to the same court.
But that was after a number of months, close to 6 months.
And they have a limited time for appeal, which I don't know whether it has elapsed.
Yeah.
But
which it has elapsed. That has elapsed.
So they went back to the same court, telling the court that they were not involved in the suit, since one of the cardinal points of ADC registration is their logo, which them has already submitted to INEC. And the court felt that, okay, if that's the issue, that means that they delivered the judgment in error. So they are reversing itself, making the judgment they earlier deliver null and void, meaning that they return NDC to status quo, where they were prior to that judgment in December. Meaning that NDC today, everything they are doing today, everything they are doing today is not as a registered political party. It is like a social gathering, a social club that people can gather and decide to do anything, whatever they want to do, and which would all go well. Nigeria is a country where the ruling power can get whatever they want to get. They feel like they can get whatever they want to get, and it happens. It is baffling the level our courts are today, that you can see it, the judicial rascality. They're making the common man lose hope in the operations. There's procedures. A judgment has been given. Go and appeal it. Go and appeal it.
So on what basis? Why was that judgment not appealed from the original time by either PMP or INEC? INEC definitely did not appeal that judgment because if you go to INEC portal, you will see by court order, Where was PMP at that particular time? Did they not know? Were they not served? Did they not know that they were not part of that suit? Do you understand? To submit their own case. Were they not aware?
The answer to the question is very obvious for all to know. They did not know then that Obi and Kwakwazo would join. So at that point, NDC wasn't a threat to the ruling party. They were like every other political party that's just there. Their relevance wasn't that threatening to them. The existence wasn't threatening to them. Immediately, Obi Kwankwaso moved in. They became a vibrant political party, and it became a threat to the ruling government. So that's why they couldn't appeal it. At that initial stage, they didn't see any threats. ADC, they went to court to go and challenge NDC registration. It couldn't go, but there was no threat to the ruling government. So after this movement, they began to say, how do we correct this? How do we slow these people down? What can we do to discourage people from joining? See, what they are simply trying to do is to create voter apathy. They want people to lose interest in the next coming election. And I hope this wouldn't work, because they are trying everything hard to discourage people from going to go to their PVC, for making people believe that next election is a walkover for them. Now, if it's a walkover for you, then allow every political party to be. So this, as I said earlier, this wasn't surprising to me, but it's a shame that it is playing out in such a manner that they don't even care how people feel. So, PNP, the question still remains that, as you said, why didn't you appeal early? What do you start to gain? And again, since the logo is the issue, why suspend the registration? This case could be attended to until the substantive case is ended before you can ask INEC to deregister them. Now, you've asked INEC to deregister them while the case is ongoing. It's not closed. It's every party now will be put on notice.
Okay, look, let me read from what he says. He said the court has ordered that all parties return to the position they occupied before the judgment of December 10, 2025. That means NDC will be deregistered from the INEC portal, because as at that time they had not been registered. They now say, and direct all claimants to join all necessary parties to ensure the issue in dispute are effectively and completely determined. He said that means return back to where we were, and that means ADC doesn't have a place right now.
See, it is
that's NDC rather.
It is quite obvious that is the play here. And again, our courts, they cannot accelerate this hearing, because accelerating the hearing will help NDC probably get judgment or not. They will delay this hearing. If they won't make it as an issue of national importance, they will do this hearing at their pace. And again, every minute counts for every political party. This is the last step of preparation to the election. Now, as it stands, the NDC cannot submit the list. They can't. So it's going to slow the party down drastically. And I hope this party will be fast enough to go and appeal this judgment. They shouldn't wait for the substantive suit to be heard by this court. No, they should go to a higher court and appeal it. They should take the cue from NDC. When the Justice Life asked INEC to deregister them, they want to appeal it immediately.
No, the issue with that of ADC was that the appeal court before has already deliberated on the matter when Justice Lifuna came.
Yeah.
Now, deliberating on the matter by the appeal court, which is a more higher court, the high court cannot deliberate on it again. That's what they call it, judicial rascality. But this one, it has not gone to the appeal court prior to this time.
That's what I'm saying. NDC should be proactive. They should go to appeal it immediately. They might miss today. Tomorrow is not a court period. On Monday, first on Monday, they should appeal this. Because this PMP, from my understanding of later understanding of law, they should have gone to appeal court to say we were excluded from this judgment. They went back to the originating court. So NDC shouldn't wait till the substantive case comes up. They should go and appeal this judgment, asking for the deregistration, because it's going to affect them negatively, massively negatively. The timeline of INEC is running. Yes, if you remember, NDC is already in court challenging the timeline. Until court delivers, the timeline stands. So they should go and appeal this case. Because we can't have a political space that is devoid of competition.
An election is just in January here.
Yes, what to do. So that they will have, who said it? I think it's second news. These people are not ready for election. They're ready for coronation. So if they're ready for election, they should allow this political space be. They should allow opposition.
But do you
should have a right to choose who they want.
Do you see the hand of government in all these things? Or the hand of the ruling party?
See. If you check if you check the sequence of how this thing happens, you cannot but see the hand. When SDP were there, they had peace. It made Rufai moved into the SDP. What happened?
It was gone.
Labour was there. Most of Obi, it made Obi left. Supreme Court judgment that has been 6 months old, and they decided to recognize it. And this has become a threat. And this, as of today, they have about 5 court cases. So they're going after oppositions. PDP has been balkanized. So you can't but see the hand of the ruling party. It is a party that they are certain that their scorecard cannot guarantee them re-election. If they don't wait, if their scorecard could guarantee them re-election, they won't be doing this. It's a party that one of the spokesmen of the president came and told us that he's not seeing hunger on the streets. When hunger is tangible, it's huggable, it's kissable. But he said he's not seeing it. So they are certain that Nigerians are tired of them. What do they want to do? They want to suppress the opposition. They want to make sure that there is no other opposing party on the ballot that can challenge them. So he cannot but see the hand of the ruling party. There's nothing anybody can tell me.
But the judiciary cannot excuse or rescue themselves from this issue. The last time we saw it was that a lot of legal luminaries came out to speak when this thing affected the ADC, when Justice Elif was being on the rascality side. Will people like that, especially even within the NDC party, will they come out from every state, every local government and hold a demonstration? Because that's what they need right now. What was it called? Henry Shield told us that most of the time opposition don't speak out. By now, people should pour on the streets to demonstrate. Go to INEC, go to the Supreme Court. That's what people should do now. But do you think NDC will do a thing like that?
Don't trust NDC, ADC, SDP, PDP that is not in line with government. Every other political party should come out. They should have a united front to fight this.
You know, when it happened to...
They should have a united front to fight this.
But when it happened to SDP, nobody stood up. When it happened to PDP, nobody stood up.
So, you see, when it happened to NDC, it wasn't... Nobody, people weren't quite sure it was head of government. But when it moved to PDP, to Labour, and finally ADC, everybody joined the fight. But they knew that it's no longer a party issue. It is an external factor trying to cripple those parties. So they all came out. I was glad the way they all responded when life was asked to deregistration ADC. I was glad how all the whole political party reacted. So they should do same here. These people shouldn't have a free reign. We should have made it so easy for them to do what they do. So we should going forward make it so hard for them to have their way. Both CSO, both everybody on the street, we should be all involved. We should condemn what is wrong. You cannot stifle this political space. You can't. This is not democracy. Somebody allowed you to be. Somebody allowed NBC to gather. NBC wasn't there. Children allowed them to form and become a political party. So if this was done to them, we would have had NBC today. So they should allow free and fair election. They should allow people gather. They should allow people exercise the right which is given to them in the Constitution. Freedom of association and movement and choice. People have a freedom to associate with whoever they want to associate with. They shouldn't limit the number. So everyone should be involved. Every voice should be heard on this matter. We cannot allow this rascality from our court to continue. And CNG, what they call them, they should come and sanction some of these lawyers, some of these judges. They should be sanctioned. They should be held accountable for the actions. Because most of them are not held accountable for the actions. That's why this is to keep repeating itself and itself. If Justice Lifo has been sanctioned by now, I don't think this judge would have done the same. Until people are being held accountable for the actions, this nonsense will continue. So whoever that is involved, that have a oversight function over the judiciary, they should act now. Let's save our judiciary. If we lose our judiciary, we're headed to anarchy. Let's not play about it. We're headed to anarchy. That's not a place that Nigerians want to be. Look at countries that have gone through that, how they're faring today. It's not a place to be. So please, everyone should get involved to save this country. It's not politics.
But if the timeline to which this matter, because since December 10th, this matter was given since December 10th. Now from December 10th to June, today is June 26th or thereabout. That's more than 6 months thereabout. Now, PMP, where were they? Of course, definitely not INEC that gave a judgment on this case. That took the matter to court. Now, as at the time the judgment was given, did PNP not know that they were not saved? Did they not know that their logo has been also? And another thing we don't know now that we are trying to find out is to find out that if they are registered, number one. Number two, as at the time of their interest to register, what was NDC? Have they already put in their application to register? These are some of the things we're going to be finding out. We will find out these things and we will let you know in our next broadcast. We'll be right back.